Welcome back, everybody. Another opportunity to let you know that you can call this segment of the show and get great information absolutely free of charge. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email or Facebook us questions as well for Brenda Hollingsworth, personal injury lawyer. Speaking of free of charge, consultation, first visit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Right, and sometimes it actually moves into more than one meeting when we're trying to feel each other out. There's no charge for any of that. Often we'll have a phone call first and then an in-person meeting.
When do the charges start?
Well, most people opt for a contingency agreement, which is that I get paid out of the settlement. So there's really no hourly rate if you go that route.
Do you like that idea?
I'm okay either way, hourly rate or contingency. Clients tend to prefer contingency because there's no risk. You don't pay if you don't
Plus,
win.
not everybody has lots of lawyer money in their pocket.
Yeah,
let's face
that's right.
it.
You weren't planning for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of telephone calls that we'll deal with this morning. Mary is actually on the telephone. Mary, good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good. What's your question today?
I have a friend, a 21-year-old, who was in a car accident. She was a passenger.
Right.
Had planned on going to the military, but now has chronic back pain, so she cannot, obviously. Is it possible for her to seek training or other kind of retraining, school funding type thing?
Well, that's a great question because it's something you and I were talking about in the break here, is that, the situation, the determination of funds and so on is often related to the impact on the individual's life.
That's right. Right. Now, this question is interesting because it touches on accident benefits as well as the claim against the at-fault driver. For retraining and that kind of thing, typically that money would come from the no-fault insurer. She has a medical rehabilitation benefit as part of the no-fault benefits. She'll get that either from her own car insurance, even though she's a passenger, she'd go to her own car insurance first. If she doesn't have that, then probably the car she's in.
Okay.
And so they should get her in a vocational assessment and make appropriate recommendations for that.
What about the impact on the career she was planning on?
Well, that again, if you have good solid proof that she was headed in that direction, maybe recruiting brochures or what have you, then you can claim the loss of that income. I mean, it doesn't mean, oh, I plan to be in the military, now I can't, therefore I'm going to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
It doesn't work
Yeah, and you can't say, oh, I was going to be a colonel.
That's right. That's right.
No, well, you can't.
No,
that's fair enough, right? It has to be a fair...
You have to sort of prove a logical progression from where you were, and if now you're going to do something of less value,
right?
You should be able to claim the difference.
Gotcha. She should talk to you.
Yeah, sure.
Doug's on the telephone. Hello, Doug.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
Good. Listen, we were involved in a collision on Green Bank and Hunt Club Road.
Yep.
Okay. We were stopped, and we were rear-ended, and we took one hell of a wallop.
Right.
And my wife got hurt pretty bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that, Doug.
She was in the hospital and that, and she's at home now, and she's okay. The thing is, she's missing a week's work due to the hospital's recommendation. She don't go back to work for a week.
Right.
They're telling us that she's not entitled to compensation.
From your insurance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a tricky one. Under the accident benefits and the fault system in Ontario, there is a 7-day deductible. So if you only miss 1 week, it is true that you don't get compensated for that week.
Is there any way Doug's wife can get compensation through other means?
Not for that week's work. For her pain and suffering, yes, but not for that.
Right. But go the pain and suffering angle, and
that's right.
There may be something doable there.
Absolutely.
Okay. We're going to take another quick break. One more chance for you to ask questions here on Ask the Expert. Brenda Hollingsworth, personal injury lawyer, is here to answer those questions. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Ottawa.morning@ctv.ca is our email address. Get on the line, send us a question, and we'll be back with more of Ask the Expert with Brenda Hollingsworth right after this.